Now I'd like to invite you have little pieces of papers on your desks, and if you want to make any comment, any additional contribution, we have some very distinguished people in this audience that haven't got a chance to speak. You're welcome to do this now. You can just bring the piece of paper here as they do it in this institution, and as I was advised to invite you in, or you just raise your hand and you can make a comment. And while we are doing this, I'd just like to bring back the attention that on the focus in the future, I invite you to contribute and think about it, is we are in the world when static structures are just not working anymore. And they are actually limiting our creativity. When they were needing humans to be just obedient and hardworking, that was okay. But today, we're encouraging people to be creative, to open up, to be leaders. At every stage. So then, in this case, we need new structures. What they're going to be, I have no idea, but I know that together we're going to find out, right? Tomorrow and the days that are coming. And so, along the same lines, I'm keep seeing people giving up their powers to these static structures and able to act, right? So I'm hoping, and I actually believe we'll be able to create these dynamic structures that will give power back to people. And as soon as the true power will be given back, I think we will all engage with the national ecosystems in a much better way. So while I'm talking, you can just raise your hand and I'll give you, of course, an opportunity to comment, to say something. This is not the end of today's day. We'd really like to have a good discussion going. So our friends from Austria are trying to come up with some initiatives or some conclusions or some even inspirations. And let's give them a bit of meat. Let's give them a bit of, sweeties that they can continue their participation on this subject. So we already have the first hand, and Daria Piciga from Služba vlade za podnebne spremembe. Please, the stage is yours.
Thank you very much. Hello to everyone, and I would like to express my gratitude to be able to hear all these great innovations for sustainable future of Slovenia and of the world. And I would like to tell you that all these innovations can contribute to the work of our Government Office of Climate Change, Služba vlade za podnebne spremembe. Actually, we are developing a new long-term strategy for a low-carbon society. This is climate change strategy up to 2050. We are convinced that in order to achieve the goals for 2050 in the area of climate change, 80% of reduction of CO2 emissions and so on, we need a radical shift in values, in habits, in everyday practices. So a great deal of innovations is needed here, and I am convinced that we have so many innovations that we only have to step together and we can become one of the leading countries in the area of sustainable development. Okay.
Daria, thank you very much for this encouragement, and I'm sure you guys will take a lead, right, to bring us together on that particular subject. And just recently, we got introduced to the Netherlands initiative, which I think is really good, Cradle to Cradle, C2C, which opens up a totally new field of innovation and connectivity when everything we use and we produce could be reused, either in an ecological sort of ecological way or in a technological way. And that's a really fantastic concept and new one that came with some firm results already, and I'm sure we're going to hear about that more in the future. Anybody else would like to comment or say a word? No? Yes, Sonia, please.
Actually, I would like to hear what our colleagues from Austria have to say about what they heard today.
I have a little proposal. I know that it's been a long day, so instead of making a break, should we just move on?
I've been to the Stanford conference this year, and this event really reminds me of the conference in Stanford. This incredible wealth of ideas and initiatives just popping up. It's just amazing. I just wanted to say that.
Thank you very much. We all learn on both sides. Yes?
Next time we make it in the nature. Not in this place.
And actually, we have the right person for that in the audience. Yesterday, Jaka took us to the Virgin Forest, and in spite of the fact it was pouring rain, a couple of us joined him, and it was an amazing experience. I was there when it was sunny, and I was there when it was really pouring, and it's just an inspiration. So hopefully we will be able to follow up your initiative, because it definitely serves the purpose. That is where we can learn about innovation ecosystems.
My name is Jaka, I'm a forester, and I discovered yesterday in the Virgin Forest that many times you just spread your ideas, you go to one place, you go one directions, and yesterday I realized that now, in this moment, my purpose is to teach the language of the nature to myself and to the others. And sometimes we just have to go to the nature to find ourselves back. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jaka. This was a really inspirational moment.